Summer is the perfect time to explore Portland's inner districts on Biketown e-bikes or scooters. Biketown also recently expanded to Selwood, so you can now ride from the Steel Bridge to Selwood Bridge along our beautiful waterfront with access to the best river swimming spots. All you gotta do is pick out a bike and use the Biketown or Lyft app to scan its QR code. Then you hop on and you start your ride. Plus, new riders can use CityCast 25 for a free unlock. Just don't forget your helmet.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
In the 10 years since the Portland Pickles were founded, they've quickly become an integral part of Portland culture. This collegiate baseball team regularly makes national headlines thanks to their wild mascot, Dylan T. Pickle. And the games themselves are more like parties where even non-baseball fans go to have a good time. So today on CityCast Portland, we're gonna get you ready for your first Pickles game if you have not gone, because we're presenting the Pickles end of season Keep Portland Weird Night this Thursday, which of course, all of our listeners are invited to. Portland Pickles General Manager Courtney Schmidt is here to bring us all up to speed on how watching a collegiate-level baseball team became one of Portland's most favorite pastimes, and also what to expect at the Keep Portland Weird Night. It's Monday, August 4th. I'm Claudia Meza, and this is what Portland's talking about. You know, I think a lot of people don't quite understand the difference between the Pickles, like what they are, and how major and minor league baseball operates, because I think a lot of people think that the Pickles are a minor league team, and they are not. Can you explain what a collegiate summer baseball wooden bat team is?
Totally, yeah. So we're kind of like a feeder for minor league teams. A lot of college athletes, college guys, NCAA players will play for summer ball teams over the summer when they're not obviously training with their schools. There's leagues all over the country. We play in the West Coast League, and it really is just an opportunity for them to, stay in shape, continue with reps, continue to get better, and to have scouts come check them out during the off season. MLB draft kind of starts in the summer, so, this year we had Aiden Torek from our team get drafted mid-season, so we lost him, but we get to go see these guys that we've supported and loved in Walker Stadium go play for major league teams in their minor system and potentially end up actually in the show.
Have you ever had a pickle jump to Hillsborough Hops? Because that's a minor league team.
We haven't. That is, you're right. Yeah, that is a minor league team. We haven't had a pickle play in Hillsborough. We're just waiting for the day because I'm sure, that'll be a big day for the city. It would be so cute, yeah. But no, we have a couple guys, Kyle Manzardo, probably most notably, is hitting bombs for the Guardians all season long. He was a ex-Pickle. David Morgan pitches for the Padres, was also a Pickle. So yeah, we're slowly but surely creeping up into the majors for sure.
That is really cool. What I love about the atmosphere of a Portland Pickles game is how lively it is. I've been to a lot of baseball games, and a Pickles game is definitely a baseball game, but it doesn't feel like a baseball game, if that makes sense. I feel like it's the kind of place that you could take someone who doesn't know anything about baseball and they're still going to have fun. You have things like Tattoo Tuesday, Exploding Well Night, Karen Night. How does the team decide on these types of themes?
Yeah, we like to say we're the baseball team for non-baseball fans because there is good ball playing, there's great competition, but at the same time, we're there for the fan experience. We want everyone to have a good time regardless if you're locked in on every pitch or not. So, yeah, it's a massive team effort during the off season to come up with different promo nights and different intriguing ideas. They're going to get new demographics of people to come check out baseball because that's the goal, is really broaden it for everyone and create a space inside Walker Stadium that everyone feels comfortable, welcome, and they're going to have a good time regardless of if they're, big into sports or just want to hang out with their friends. We always get some recommendations from fans like, oh, you should do this night, you should do X, Y, and Z, which we love to hear the feedback. We love to take inspiration from, the people that are going to keep coming back and supporting us. So, as soon as this season winds up, we'll be back on promo meetings, brainstorming different ideas for 2026.
Yeah, I love Stripper Night, by the way. I thought it was
Strip City Night was huge. I was a big fan of that one too, I have to say.
I just feel like you guys ride the perfect line between still being family friendly, still being super Portland, and also just a little risky, and I kind of love it. It's perfect. And it's not like the joke is never on anyone.
No, yeah.
It's never mean spirited. It's always super sweet. I don't 100%. Know. I love it.
We're just, we're Portland. We're known for the strip clubs per capita. We're here all about supporting local business. Like, let's do it. Let's come together.
Well, for people who are new, maybe some of our listeners, it's going to be the first game they ever go to. There's a lot of rituals that people notice when they go in, like the chair lifting, rocket pickle launches. There's just stuff that they're just like, I'm sorry, what's happening? Could you explain, where that came from?
Yeah. Honestly, the chair raising outdates me. That's been kind of a day one thing for Pickles.
For sure.
And you'll see the bullpen out in the outfield. Probably in year 1 or 2, there were always a few pitchers that every time the Pickles scored a run, they would just put their chairs in the air, just kind of, that's how they would celebrate. And then a few fans saw it and kind of started replicating it, and a few more saw and kind of caught on. And 10 years later, now everyone in the park, we score a run, you're raising your chairs, you're getting into it. It was totally just this natural, genuine thing that fans started to replicate from our players, and the rest is history. Now we have people getting chairs tattooed on them in the berm, so even if they're standing room only, they can still raise their chair.
Yeah, and the berm is just like a little grassy area.
Right.
Because it's so cool about the Pickles is that you don't have to be in the stands. You could pay for a ticket on the berm and you could bring your dog, right?
Yeah, dogs are always welcome in Walker Stadium. And yeah, like you said, we have, those in-box seats. We've got pavilion concourse, kind of like those bleachers, but the berms are a great area to come, especially with kids. They can run around in the grass, set up a blanket, some chairs, and just kind of hang out. Walker Stadium is really unique too because it's a full lap out there. So even in the outfield, there's hundreds of picnic tables that people can buy and reserve, sit in the shade, and enjoy more of kind of like a family environment back there.
Yeah. And there's a bar wherever you look. You guys really nailed that one.
Not short on that for sure.
Well, are there other teams in the league doing this kind of stuff? Or is the Portland Pickle, the way the Walker Stadium is set up, the theme nights, is that just a very Portland innovation?
We are very uniquely Portland in the league for sure. I think, West Coast League is ever growing. We're up to 17 teams now, but nobody's really focusing on the fan experience like we are. Like I said, you don't have to love baseball to love the Pickles. Our fans are Pickles fans, not necessarily baseball fans. But I will say, Marion Berries, the new team in Salem this year in the West Coast League.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't that so sweet? And they have a blackberry with some shades on as their mascot. So
just a cool guy.
Very cool guy. Very complimentary for Dylan T. Pickle for sure. And you can kind of see the other teams starting to take a little bit of inspiration and start to get a little more creative with their mascots, their game day activities, just to kind of, again, offer more enhancement to the game for people who may want to not sit through 9 innings straight and kind of go check other things out.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a quick break here. And when we return, the man, the myth, the pickle. If you haven't been to the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry yet this summer, now is the time, because you can see over 50 large-scale Jurassic World dinosaurs, props, and scenes made from over 6 million Lego bricks. Jurassic World by Brickman is open only until September 1st, and having gone myself, I can attest to the meticulous recreations. Plus, the exhibition gives LEGO and Jurassic World fans opportunities to put their creativity and engineering skills to the test. There's building activities like creating new dinosaurs, habitats, and even building an escape vehicle to get away from a T-Rex. Hurry to see this can't-miss exhibit before it closes on September 1st. Learn more at omsi.edu. That's omsi.edu. I am so excited to tell you about the North Coast Express. That's the new seasonal transit option connecting Portland to the most iconic destinations on the Oregon North Coast. On top of just getting to sit back and relax since you're not driving, all buses include free Wi-Fi and charging ports, onboard restrooms, panoramic windows and reclining seats, wheelchair-accessible lifts, and you can grab the bus from the Sunset Transit Center Fridays through Sunday through the end of August. There's flexible return day ticketing, which lets you choose between a spontaneous day trip or a longer coastal stay. For more information like tickets, schedules, and the full route, go to visittheoregoncoast.com/express. That's visittheoregoncoast.com/express. If you're a home DIYer like me, you might have a few leftover paint cans gathering dust in your basement. Or maybe your house already came with a bunch of them like mine did. So I'm happy to share that Paint Care makes recycling your leftover paint, stain, and varnish simple and easy with convenient drop-off locations as close as your local hardware store. Paint Care has 3 simple rules for painting smarter. 1, buy the right amount of paint for the job. 2, use up leftover paint. And 3, recycle the rest. If you visit paintcare.org/3 simple rules, you'll find tips on how to do all 3. Buying the right amount of paint for your project, exploring DIY ideas for how to use up leftover paint, and also just look up the nearest drop-off site in your neighborhood. Paint Care is all about keeping it simple for Oregonians. Well, let's talk about Dylan T. Pickle.
Shall we?
Because I think he's our city's most famous mascot. And
he was voted best mascot in Portland again. I think it's like our 3rd year in a row. We're killing.
Well, he's amazing. So how do you decide who gets to wear the pickle suit? Like, I'm curious if Dylan T. Pickle, I mean, I know you're just like, Dylan T. Pickle is Dylan T.
It's
Pickle.
Dylan. I don't know what you're talking about. What suit?
Freaking knew it. No, I mean, like, have there been multiple Dylan T. Pickles? I must know. Is it in my head? It's been only one guy since the beginning of time. Like, it's just the guy who plays Dylan T. Pickle.
I mean,
are you at liberty to say?
Dylan T surpasses generations. He will be around regardless.
I mean, he is pickled. So
he is pickled. Exactly. Yeah. Preserved very well. But yeah, as the pickles continue to grow, Dylan, gets better and better, more of an icon in the city. The Pickles play 3 months out of the year, and 9 months of the year we're focusing on keeping Dylan relevant in the community and making sure he's popping up. You still get to see him. So yeah, I mean, he will be a busy pickle this off season, going to events, and fans will still be able to see him around Portland.
Is there much guidance that the pickle is given, like how to embody the character, or do they just have free reign? I mean, this is a real pickle we're talking about.
Right. Dylan, I mean,
but I'm just curious if Dylan has to speak to HR ever. Like, if HR is like, Dylan, you can't do this, you can definitely go up to here, because I know Dylan wants to always go all the way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's nonstop rock, but I'm just wondering if he's had a conversation with HR. That's all I'm asking.
There might have been a couple, Dylan, just be wary, like I said. The Portland community loves Dylan, eats him up. Obviously, he can get away with a lot here, but, in our league, in the more traditional stadiums, the more traditional atmosphere, he definitely sticks out a little bit more than he does in Portland. So
like when he's in Corvallis. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, when we bring him to Corvallis, that's a whole other world for Dylan. I mean, he probably feeds into that energy even more, just being able to shock people.
He's like, I'm going to freak out the norms here.
Exactly, yeah. But no, I mean, Dylan, encourage him to be the best pickle he can, embody whatever feelings he's got in the moment, and he definitely, I mean, he's very animated, and we'll always let you know how he's feeling, for sure.
Oh my God, I love it. The other thing that makes the Pickle so special really is Walker Stadium. I've been going to the Pickles games since they started, and just to see how they have grown out that stadium. It feels like a little fair. Like every time you go, like there's more booths,
Totally.
you know. I mean, I remember when you guys started doing tattoos and I was like, well, that's brilliant. Like you could just go just to hang out in the berm and just the outer area.
And people
you know?
do, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll, especially on a bigger game, we'll have cornhole in the berms, or like you said, tattoos, different sampling booths. One of our biggest ones is Pickle Fest, where, this year we had, I think it was like 15 different breweries out sampling different options. And throughout the game, people are peeking in at the game, but really just there to enjoy their Saturday with their friends. And that's what we go for at Walker.
I'm curious how the neighborhood, how Lentz has embraced the team over the years, because the stadium really has brought so many people. I remember being able to find parking like that when it first started, and now I'm just like, we got to go an hour ahead because like I don't know where we're going to park.
Yeah,
We may be parking in
Uber.
Gresham. Like I don't know. We're going to figure this out though. So has
Yeah.
the team changed how people perceive that part of town? Like what have you heard from neighbors?
Absolutely.
Like are they into it? Like what's going on?
That kind of deeper southeast area, that Lentz neighborhood. I mean, we love our home at Lentz so much, and we take pride in the fact that we are bringing more people into that area and, like I said, making sure everyone feels at home there.
Yeah. Well, it seems like there's a ton of interest in baseball expanding to Portland. And I do think that the Pickles have something to do with that. Like, I think the Pickles made baseball fans out of a ton of people and showed there was an interest. So with all the talk of a potential MLB expansion team coming to town, what would that mean for you, like for your organization?
I mean, the more support and love for baseball in general, I think that would be great. We want to see our players hopefully play in Portland one day. We would love to have.
Oh my God, that'd be so cool.
Wouldn't that be just like fairy tale ending right there? But we're excited about the opportunity. I mean, I think the more buzz we can create about baseball in general, I think will be good for Portland, will be good for us. And it's just two different things that we're offering. I think, you want to go to an MLB game, you're going to go to an MLB stadium. You kind of know what you're expecting, you know what you're going to get. And the point of the Pickles is to expect the unexpected. You don't know what you're going to get at a game, and it's going to be unique every time. And, we play in a public park with 5,000 fans and picnic tables and all of that kind of more backyard baseball vibes. So, no, I think, adding MLB, professional baseball, would be a great complement to the quirkiness that we offer.
Have you guys thought about names? I mean, it's not like up to you guys to, but I can't imagine that the front office hasn't already discussed like, okay, if we get an MLB team, this is what we're going to name them.
And how do we incorporate Pickles into it? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I want to know, like, what would have been some ideas for the MLB team?
I mean, any briny vegetable we've tossed out for sure. I mean, we have the Portland Gherkins, but we'd be happy to lend that name out as well. I think anything that speaks to the city. We have the Portland Bangers. We have a soccer team that we've kind of started too. We're going to start a women's team as well, and definitely try to kind of take inspiration from, Portland in their marks and logos. And we're just excited to see how the city of Portland kind of responds about the potential. And this has been a movement for decades, and it would be so rewarding to see it actually come to fruition.
For sure. Hold up. So I know about the Portland Bangers. There's going to be a women's soccer league.
Yeah.
What's the name? So the name is not revealed yet? Or
We haven't released the team name yet. We're playing in the USLW, which is just kind of the women's complement to USL2, which the Bangers play in. Mm-hmm. But yeah, later this year, we're going to be announcing our women's team name and all of that good stuff, but it's on the horizon. So
that's so cool.
Stay tuned.
And the Portland Bangers are basically like, if this were baseball, they would be the minor leagues, correct?
Yes, essentially. USL2 they refer to it as pre-professional. So same thing. It's kind of like a pipeline for players to go play in USL or MLS or overseas.
Well, let's talk about our night together, August 7th. CityCast Portland is presenting the final game of the Picks All-Stars in the regular season this Thursday on August 7th. What can people expect? Like, because I've been having a hard time explaining what's happening. Like, I'm just like, it's just going to be a fun night. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be like the last theme, like the big party. Like, sell it to somebody who has no idea what's going to hit
Totally.
them. Yeah.
So CityCast Portland is presenting Keep Portland Weird Nights, which has been a staple theme for us for several years. You know, we get Unipiper out, some iconic weird characters in the Portland community will be there. We have our Dizzy Bat, our Pickle Swing, our different activities during the game. But again, you don't know what you're going to expect. That's the whole point of the Pickles game. But this one is extra special because the Dandy Warhols will be there.
In what capacity? Like, I'm curious. Are they playing?
I can neither confirm nor deny, but they will be there. We have some like co-branded merch that we're going to be dropping for the Pickles and the band. But yeah, the last game of the season is always a big one, and it's exciting to have CityCast join us this year.
Yeah. I'm going to be throwing out the first pitch, which, by the way, is insane. I've been practicing because I don't want to do it from the grass.
Good. I mean, I highly recommend everyone keep their arm warm for the first pitch.
It's 60 feet, Courtney.
You can do it, Claudia. I have full faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, people come every day. I mean, there are little kids who do it. There are senators who throw out the first pitch. Like,
there's children who do it.
You will nail it. I'm sure. Yeah.
This feels like the first time I did a major hike and I actually had a camelback. And then at the end, I saw a child with flip-flops coming back into and I was like, God damn it. He was holding like a Barbie. Like, just like a naked Barbie with flip-flops. I'm like, that dude just did this?
Just happy to be there, yeah.
God damn it.
And we'll even get some catchers to warm you up beforehand, too. Make sure you're feeling loose. It'll be good.
Oh, man. Courtney, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on and talking Pickles with us. We've been wanting to have you guys on for a while. We're so excited about August 7th. This is like, it makes so much sense to us. We did this day, 503 Day, and it feels really kind of like in the same spirit as Keep Portland Weird Night.
100%. Definitely a full circle moment for the two of us. I think it'll matches both of us perfectly. And I will say, you know, August 7th is our last regular season game. And then we'll have playoffs start August 8th and August 9th. So fans can go on picklestickets.com right now and get their playoff tickets, come support the Pickles in the postseason. And hopefully we'll get another ring this year.
Yeah. Awesome. As long as we beat Corvallis.
Absolutely. Fingers crossed. Got to.
Seriously, a lot of people don't know this, but Corvallis is really
they're studs. I mean, they're very good, and they have won the most championships in the league by far. So anything we can do to stop that from happening again, we're going to make it happen.
Thanks again, Courtney.
Thank you, guys.
Last we checked, tickets are still available for this Thursday's Pickles game. You can find a link to grab yours in the show notes. Well, that's all for today here on CityCast Portland. Thanks so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more from around the city. Until then, see you at Slim's.